first down. It's Fowler. Demario Davis there on the stop. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete to
Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Intended.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. The ball's out.
That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Eagles first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First and 10. Here's Wentz. He's got this one complete to Fountain. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Chargers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That throw into the arms of Allen. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
No gain on the play.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
For the Chargers.
And here's a very low line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's a handoff out of the gun. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's brought down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And Farmer's got it. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
I think what we're seeing from him means the future has arrived. Because I think most teams are looking for that hybrid running back. The guy who can run it, of course, but who can catch it as well. And those catching skills, exactly why they chose him early in the draft.
And it's one thing to have a catch for 5-10 yards. It's another to be able to break off a long play like that.
Yeah, we saw it in college. His ability to spread out, catch the football. He's brought it to the NFL as well.
Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Running on first down, Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
And last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Herbert. And it's going to be knocked away in the It's incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 1.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Herbert back to the air. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 30-yard attempt.
McClain able to knock this one through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 6.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
At the 33-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. That's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Here comes Johnson on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll fire deep for Rager. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
They're on 41-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Wentz to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Eagles 28.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Chargers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. That's taken in by Henderson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
At the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Darius Slay.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Herbert throwing again. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
24-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Eagles 42. Chargers 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And Herbert, he's thrown an interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Nothing's free. Nothing's free.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Deep in his own territory, cuts up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, Fowler. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Lefty, lefty. Mike, 53. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So that one will be accepted.
For Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Tackled by Kenneth Murray.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's